Hey, and welcome in today's video. In today's video, we'll be replacing the diesel lines and we'll replace the rubber protection sleeves on the axles. So we're at the engine right now. When removing the old diesel lines in the front of the truck, there was some issues that it was stuck right there. Yeah, so you can see it's two hard lines and it's rounded at the end, so I couldn't get the right grip to loosen it. So instead I opted to replace both of these two diesel lines with a rubber hose because it's just easier to work with, easier to maintain. So it will go from there all the way to the back right here. And I got the hoses now and everything. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so I cut the hoses to length. So I got one hose right here. That'll go all the way to the front like this, and then I've got another one right here that will go from here to the front. So yeah, but what we need to do first now is to loosen this nut right here, and there's another one in the front, and then we can raise this metal plate so we can actually remove the copper lines out of there and replace them with the rubber lines. So I will reuse these to mount the rubber lines, but not tighten them too much, but just to hold them in place. So yeah, let's get started. So that's one. And now we'll try to loosen up the bolt right here. So I'll zoom in a bit. So we'll loosen this nut right here. And then this part of the line will be replaced with a rubber line as well. This is the other end. And then we should be golden. So that's two of the copper lines loose. So now we move on to the other end. Alright, that's number two. That's loose. So what I'm doing right now is just cleaning it up a bit, removing a bit of all of the grease and stuff like that. And then we'll put in the new diesel lines. So here we got the one open end. I already installed the other end to measure out how long it has to be. But yeah, I just used the hose clamps again. So it's a hose clamp on there. Then it's the hose clamp on there. Then it's the actual fitting itself. That will go in here. Like so. and now it's a matter of tightening it. But you guys already have seen that in the other video that's linked above. What we can do right here is we can lift this one, put it on there, and when this is tight, when the other one is in there as well, we'll tighten this up, and then this will keep the line in place while we still have slack here so we still have slack here for when the cap needs to tilt when it comes back. So yeah, so that's one line replaced. Now I'll do the next one. Right now I've got my connection right here. I already prepared the hose this time, so I have the connectors already on there with the hose clamps. You guys already seen how I did that. So I will tighten it up. Alright, and that's two. So right now we will tighten the lines onto the mounts. So now we have two rubber lines instead of copper lines and two flexible ends there. So that's now all connected. I'll just double check all of the connections if I tighten them enough, and we'll move on to the next project. Alright, so these are the protective bags that go around the axle towards the differential. We'll be replacing them because the ones on there right now, they're quite dry. So as you can see, this is the sleeve right there. It's quite dirty, but it has a clamp around it and in the front that is there, and then it has bolts with nuts that hold it all together right here, and then on the top, that's right there at the back, there's another clamp, and that's how it's hold on to the axle and protect all the gearing towards the differential. Alright, so we'll start by removing the old one first. So we have one clamp on the top right there, and then we have a bunch of bolts right here, and then we have another clamp at the back right there. So what I'll do first is I will check, because I see that there's a lot of dirt around it, so I'll just remove the dirt, because I don't want the dirt falling into the gears and stuff like that. And then I will first open up these ones right here, and then I will remove the clamps and remove the entire thing. Alright, let's get started. I will first soak them as well, because they're quite rusty, so we'll just Alright, that's most of the dirt gone, so I'll start by removing the bolts right here first. Alright, so that are all of the screws that were holding it together. It does seem that there's some stuff in between here. And now it's a matter of these clamps right here, the clamp right here, and one at the back there. And then I think I'll use a screwdriver to pry this open. And then I think we can remove this. So yeah, let's continue. All right, so that was the clamp. So this is the ring that clamps it all together right here, and the bolt that it was attached to just broke off. So that was quite easy. Saved me a lot of unbolting. At the back there's one more of these rings. So I will remove that one. All right, so here we have the spring. So it's off. So yeah, now we can try to get this protective sleeve off. And it should open up right here. There should be a seam. So yeah, I will try to get this open. Get a glimpse at least of what's inside, but it's very stuck here. So I think they use some silicone or something to tighten it even more. Okay, so the front side is coming off, so that's a good sign. Now I need to get the back side also loose, or at least started, but yeah, it's quite difficult to get this off. Yeah, and I will ask my friend if it needs to be silicone, so that if I put it back, that I know that I need to silicone it. Yes. Okay. Now it's coming off at the back here as well. So I think if I pull from the top, it will come off. I hope. Let's try. Oh. Okay, so we have the first part off, the top part, and now there's oil coming out. No water at least, well, that's a good thing. Okay, I'll also take down this other part. Let me get some more oil blankets, big blankets, and clean this up. All right, so the sleeve is off, and what you can see is that it's dripping oil, and there's quite a lot of oil in the pan already and on the floor. So I think what I did wrong was that I didn't drain the oil. Look, that's on the bottom right there. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Leave any feedback in the comments. See you in the next one.